Hey guys, welcome back to Friend of Me's. I'm Ian.
I'm Diego.
And we're back for Noragami Aragoto. So last episode, Yukine is split in half by the other sword.
Yeah,
I forgot his name. It ended with him just breaking and Yato, obviously freaking out.
Yeah.
Yato and Bishamon, they were fighting, and three of her regalias put him in a barrier. They're not doing ablution, but they put him in that tri-barrier thing that they use for ablutions. Yeah, and so he's trapped, and then you can try to protect him. Well, he did protect him. He was able to protect him from being killed
from a blow.
So yeah, I don't know what we're I don't know what we're gonna do to.
We also learned of succession. Succession.
Yeah, succession.
Like when a god dies, since if people still believe in it enough, they're able to come back because that belief kind of causes them to still exist.
As long as there's still people that believe in that god, because it doesn't when they die they don't. That's just not the belief isn't ripped away from them because they don't know about it. But once Daikuko was worried because Yato doesn't have a shrine or anybody believing in him, so if he were to die, that's it for him.
Yeah.
Kazuma, he told Hiyori and us the deal with his name and then the others with the Ha family.
Yeah.
And how he had Yato kill the rest of the Ha family or the Ma clan.
Yeah. And they, by the end, they basically formed this giant phantom thing.
Yeah, it was. It kind of almost reminded me of not Ecto. What's his name? Plasmus from Teen Titans.
Oh wow, I completely forgot about that guy.
Yeah, along with the succession thing, Kukaha wants to be basically the exemplar for that Bishamon, and essentially manipulate her, basically have the Earth Kingdom, the Earth King with what's his name? Longfang. With the Dai Li?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think it's Longfang.
Basically like that. Yeah, one of those two. Basically like that though, where he's he's technically the ruler, but he's kind of from the shadows maneuvering him and puppeteering him and all that stuff. And there was what's her name? Aiha or Aiha. I don't know exactly her name. But first off, she's covered in all those little phantoms, and then she's also kind of second guessing what she's been doing and wanting to help Bishamon
because something don't seem right.
Because she didn't know. Well, Kuha straight up said, she's gonna be killed, and we're gonna have a replacement. And Aiha's not with that. Yeah. But he's kind of saying you're kind of mine now, so deal with it. And so hopefully she'll do something and explain to Bishamon what exactly is going on. And I don't know what it's gonna do because I'm pretty sure she's still got that resentment against Yato, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in this next episode. Okay, well, I'm so mad. So mad.
Furious.
So many different things I'm mad about. One, I'm gonna name a couple just because we'll get into that rest later. But Kazuma obviously is one major thing. Is he? I mean. I don't know. Did they disappear when they die? He's still there. Maybe
we don't know. Maybe, that's the thing.
Maybe he can evolve again. He can digivolve to his ultimate level. I don't know. God dang it, man.
Supposedly, a thing I do think is kind of funny is that he it's basically as if you click I forgot the keys you use to copy something basically.
Oh, copy paste?
Copy paste, basically. He copy pasted his sword form and just made another one.
Oh yeah, with Yukine. I didn't expect. I thought maybe he would by the end of last episode when we saw him break, I was like, okay, so he can't be dead, right? So he's gonna fix they're gonna do something to fix him. So I thought that was gonna happen. And then you brought up the whole swords thing, and I figured that was a joke.
It was a joke.
No, I know. But then he's and then we see him piecing together. I'm like, okay, cool, he's fixing. And then she's like, I didn't expect him to do this. He's evolving. I'm like, wait, what? Are you transforming? Come again? And then I was like,
I am now two.
Yo, what is this, man?
That's pretty good. I kind of hoped that the design would change a little bit, instead of just being bandages around the
baby steps, man. Come on, he freaking duplicated himself.
No, that's still impressive. Yeah. I just thought he would reform
twice as strong too. So he could actually block
he
the big guy.
Cut, and he cut. I think it helps
it just helped that he's blighted and whatnot.
And they're all kind of weak and hurt. But
but even before. That sword severed Yukine and then apparently shattered him too.
But I thought like when he reformed, I thought he was gonna reform into either the same sword.
I just thought that was gonna happen. I didn't think he was gonna like transform.
Yeah. So like when they said like, oh,
he's transforming
because like only the most loyal or whatever, something like that.
Like the sincerest of bonds. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're darn right.
So like when that happened, I was like, oh, he's gonna become a different, like slightly different design in the sense like he'll be like, because I considered like him as
technically he is. He's a what's it called, a dual sword. So even though it's not normally the style, like the design for dual swords.
I mean,
but
you mean like along the lines of like how Zuko had those two swords that kind of fit together?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general. But yeah, that's one thing. But I'm not saying because they connect. It's just like usually there are different kind of with those kind of swords. That's more like a. You know what I mean? With this kind of sword that Yukine is, it's more like a not like it's a heavy sword, but it's just like usually like with a katana. Normally you use two hands. At least that I know of. I could be very, oblivious to the fighting style of that. But from what I know, they usually fight like that. So it's just like kind of fighting like this. It's not weird. It's just I didn't expect him to become a dual sword. Like
once they said that he's evolving, I just expected to become like a truly forged sword. So he'd have like a neat hilt or something, and the design would change.
I like his hilt. I don't want him to change.
Like along the lines of
I need no change.
Like I didn't mind that he basically just duplicated himself and he has two swords now. That's still pretty cool.
I'm just wondering how that works. It's like he transforms and it's like But then there's also what's her face? I don't remember her name again. But the girl that's basically Bishamon's Bishamon, that the regalia that's Bishamon's armor. She becomes like the garment and then I think the bra and the skirt and everything.
She basically just becomes the clothes.
So she's a bunch of different pieces. So I mean, there's that. But it's just I'm like, how does that work? I was like, part of me, a very small part of me, was expecting to see like a second Yukine standing next to each other, just like
that'd be funny. That would be pretty funny. But
no, it's all Yukine.
Yeah, but I do think it's really cool that he started out as just a small little nail, like Kazuma.
Yeah, Kazuma. Yeah.
And then he evolved into like this pretty looking earring, this really nice looking one. It's because of his devotion and his loyalty and that bond he had with her.
Right.
Like I don't even know how many years they were just the two of them after that massacre.
Just the two. Yeah. At first I just thought he was like dead right then and there. Whenever she slashed him, I was like, oh my god. But I'm not sure now if she's dead or if he's dead or not. I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, it'd be kind of pushing it. It's for the show if there's like, all right, Yukine is dead. Just kidding, he's not dead. And then it's like, oh, Kazuma is dead. Just kidding, he's not dead.
Yeah.
But I mean, Yukine was saved because he evolved. I mean, I don't know what. I guess they could heal Kazuma because he's not like severed completely. But I don't know how deep that cut was. And he's also becoming.
Oh, he was horribly
he was being corrupted because he hugged Bishamon. But then she released all the regalias that she was using at that moment that were being corrupted because of the state she was in.
Yeah.
And so, when she did that with Kazuma, she didn't she said Kazuma, she didn't say Kazuo, because I mean, when she was separating them, she said their names without the clan name.
Yeah.
So I think she's separated herself from them. I wonder if she can bring them back, or reconnect with them, when she's healed or whatever. Because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind becoming her regalia again, especially Kuraha. The freaking good old Kuraha is like, I'm coming to get you, Kazuma, and I found out stuff, and I'm bringing you back to help, and brought Hiyori, which helped a bit.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to take care. They will be able to take care of.
Oh, that pissed me off so much. Freaking
next episode.
Freaking Yato's like the mastermind. The sneaky mastermind over his head. It's like cut. It's like mother, come on. Just give me 5 minutes to kill him. That's all we need. Maybe 2. That's just like he's not a fighter.
I'm frustrated that we have to wait till the next episode.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't mind them devoting a whole episode because this guy has.
I don't need a whole episode. I need him dead now.
No, but you basically get that whole 20-something minutes.
I don't want him to freaking have a chance against our dudes. I want him to just be dead. I mean, come on now.
No, it'd be. But I feel we've kind of built up to this whole that we kind of I wouldn't be surprised if by this point people were just frothing at the mouth for him to die.
Right.
But they sometimes it helps also if you have a satisfying
yeah.
I mean not just a
yeah, I got you.
Or something.
But I'd be totally down for that.
I mean that'd be fine too.
I'd be satisfied actually. I'd just ha, you're that easy to take down. What of it? What do you got to say with that?
In a way, he kind of is. I mean, he knows. He probably.
But he's got something going on because again, Kazuma couldn't affect him. So
yeah, but I think that's probably because of maybe whatever. Since he's described as the cure, he is a doctor. He knows.
And there's some reason the phantoms and what he's doing hasn't been blighting him at all.
Yeah,
so he's protecting himself from that.
Either that, he could also potentially be like giving him like taking the medicine that he was giving.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, but I don't know, because it doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem like it though, because some reason, like that's what I was thinking too. Is like maybe that's what, like as I had said, like he's fine, but then I don't know, something about it just doesn't seem like it's what he's doing. He might be, but because again the fact that he was just fine not having to deal with Kazuma's findings, but because Kazuma was like, I wonder, maybe he's, and then he stopped saying like, no, that can't be it.
There might be something like we might get the whole
I know
why,
but I'm just it's bugging me, like what is going, like I want to know why he can do what he could do and why he's not being affected. But one real quick random thing I wanted to bring up is somebody commented, I think on the last video that went up, or the last video that went public, so that would be episode, what is this one, 5? So episode 3 I think. Like the person that in the intro, the reason I theorized that maybe Bishamon and Yato were a thing was because of the whole hair thing, but it's Kazuma. So
wait, was that who that was?
The one in the intro when she's like laying her head in his lap.
I thought that was him.
No, yeah, it was Kazuma. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense because the thing is we didn't know what he looked like back in the day, but that's what he looks like. So somebody mentioned that to me. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Because luckily it was after we'd already watched the last episode with him in his
like, would you
older
mind
style.
Like, going to the intro, I guess? Like, so we can go through that.
Yeah, the problem with that, I
think they've added stuff because I don't remember Kugaha being in there.
No, Kugaha?
Yeah, Kugaha and Aiha. I don't remember them being in the intro, and they kind of like show up.
Pretty sure they were. So that might be where that. There it is. So yeah. So
like, just because it looks like his hair is black.
It's a more desaturated look, so it's kind of, it looks different. But
that's supposed to be him in his brownish robes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense because desaturated, that wouldn't look like this color. This is like it just looks like a very white, very desaturated this color. But yeah, that's why it looks more brown than complete black.
Wow, we kind of missed the mark on that one.
I missed the mark on that one because I just like, that looks, maybe that's a thing. So.
Oh, I thought it was him too.
Well, not the problem is because to be fair, I'm editing, so I should have seen that. But I always like scrub the intro because I'm just trying to edit quickly. Cause see right there, you see Yato, like older, or younger Yato, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it before this or after this? Yeah. This is desaturated and his hair is this color.
Oh, and he's wearing, his robes are completely black.
And that and Kazuma, when the hair color is very different, and the style too.
His eyes are also completely different colors.
They're just different designs. We're just like, I was like, that's gotta be Yato.
Yeah. Oh man.
So that's just my fault entirely.
I feel so bad, like just kind of like, we were completely off.
It was mainly my fault because I led you that way.
I also want to make. I'm not sure if when Yukine was being corrupted, we ever really saw him like as he was blind. Like no, we did, but I don't remember him seeing him like in his little like spirit environment thing. Like when we see them as they're the weapon or whatever.
Not like that, because he wasn't a regalia form. He was in his weapon form. He was in his normal body. So yeah, we didn't see it the way all the others were. Yeah. When they're in their form and they're just like being attacked, and you see kind of like almost like a phantom feathers almost looking.
Yeah, like because I remember like usually when we go see an environment, it's like little weird
mirror glass shards. Kind of like in Doctor Strange when they go into the mirror world.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. They're all white and as you said, like shards and stuff. Yeah. When we went in there, as you said, it looked more like feathers or like little motes of black or whatever as they were being corrupted. Like you saw like bits themselves were also kind of blighted or whatever, but like they were just being corrupted and they were in a thick ton of pain. Yeah. My goodness.
But luckily, at least I'm pretty sure this is like what happens like once you let the regalias go, they're not affected, I don't think. Yeah. So hopefully they'll be fine, especially the two youngest, man. I feel really bad for them the most. It's like, oh man, these little kids, they're just trying to help. And freaking Bishamon.
Older than we are.
Well, yeah, but I can't see it.
No, it's like totally fair.
Aang's 112 years old, technically speaking.
Yeah, but it's like.
But it's like, oh, Aang, no.
but Aang was like frozen for most of that time. Like,
yeah, they're technically frozen. Like because their mindset ain't gonna change. Like Yukine is gonna be that way for his whole entire life. Even Yato mentioned it. Yeah. So it's just like they're still the same.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention like how like at first earlier when she was first starting like when Aiha's first the medicine wore off, and then Bishamon was like, oh god. How the other one's like, my lady, like, let us help. He's like, no, back up. I don't want you to get like touched by this.
Yes, but unfortunately,
as she was fighting, she just kind of just losing herself. She was just.
That's what I was actually. While you were talking about that reminded me what I was gonna go into too.
You were gonna.
I was gonna mention she's like with the whole corruption going on with her, she's losing herself essentially.
So,
Before what I was gonna say happened. She, they're crashing into their home, putting others in danger, and then later on, what I was actually gonna say was she actually called, I forgot her name, but the whip. And then corrupted her because of that.
Yeah, no, I was saying,
Bishamon, come on.
Yeah, but she was just, she was losing herself.
I know,
so
but I was like,
she just wanted to kill probably what she
Yato.
considered.
She thought the reasoning, or the cause behind what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, even though it doesn't make sense, because she knows she's been fighting him. She's like, I feel them dying.
But she's just. There's so many different things that lending to that is because one, she's been holding on to this rage for him because that's what she needs to, basically survive. In a sense, emotionally, and.
It gave her some reason to keep on going.
Yeah, and in the fight,
just hating this person.
Right, and then in this fight, there's this just the rage and everything going on, and the corruption's not helping, and just all that mixing together. It's just like you're not
worse, and it's just
focusing.
Like her eyes, they kind of lost that shine, and they kind of
like how Yato did.
Yeah, like when he was back in the day, like he doesn't have that. Yeah, they're just kind of just empty shade, like a dull blue. And her eyes were like that. There was no little pupil or anything. It was just a dull purple.
She was becoming a calamity god. Well, she was, what's the word? She was embracing her calamity god because she's a calamity god, isn't she? Or she's a war god. But isn't she considered a calamity god?
I think so. I think they mentioned that some episodes ago. But either way,
correct me if I'm wrong.
I felt kind of bad because as she was going, it seemed like she was just kind of maybe not constantly crying, but every now and then you'd see tears because she was just in so much that anger and grief. And pain.
Those were her kids essentially. Well, she considered them her kids. So it was like, oh man, it's like I know she's wrong in the way she's acting, but it's just like I can't also fault her for it because I know a lot of people would act that way, just like you especially in that state. And again, there's the corruption that's affecting her.
With the whole what was it? I'm losing my. I'm feeling them leave, die. It's his fault.
Right.
It's like she if she was in a better state of mind, she would know I've been fighting him. There's no way that he would have blinked away and blinked back.
Go ahead.
I was just finishing up the blink back. So and in that mindset, I can understand why she'd be like, no, it's his fault that they're all dying. But yeah.
What I'm curious about is I'm not sure if this is what they were saying or if I just misheard, or missed something entirely. But I'm wondering if whenever a regalia is corrupted in the weapon form, if that lens makes them a scourge. Because I know they mentioned something about something scourge, and I think I missed something or I just forgot now. But I'm wondering if because they mentioned a scourge. The scourge is it looked like a staff, I don't know if it was originally a staff or if it is already a staff and stuff. I wonder if it used to be if a scourge is something that used to be regalia or what makes a scourge. Piqued that thought. Yeah, that I was basically. Is that what they're saying or am I just completely misinterpreting that? But also. Along with the whole thing you said earlier about Kukao having her take the medicine, he had her as she was taking the medicine's obviously a temporary thing, but in the meanwhile the phantom the light's building up in her, and so then when it wears off, it was just so much that covered Aiha, which then in turn was a huge massive hit to Bishamon. She was suddenly felt it, and unfortunately she's wearing and holding her regalia, which felt that because it's infectious. Connected, so that they felt it too. So I'm God dang, you stupid, really smart guy! I hate you so much.
And I feel again it makes sense because I as far as I'm aware, I wouldn't be surprised if he can't necessarily maybe he'll do something that'll give himself a physical power for something. But it seems his as he said, he's a mastermind type of dude. He is manipulating everything in the shadows. I wouldn't be surprised if he can't physically he can't put up his dukes.
Yeah, and even in showing how he is working with Nora, we saw they're kind of included with each other. Nora basically was also doing on her end. She was helping by kind of influencing Yato. It was you might as well sever. She needs to be taken out to save these other regalia.
No, that severing thing was a flashback to years ago when they were talking about when she was saying once a bond is cut type of thing.
No, she was saying that also because she said in whenever Yukine and when Yukine found out about Suzuha, she was pulling at the thread on his scarf and kind of like symbolizing, when there's a something it starts to. It was also whenever the what is it? The rest of the Regalias were kind of like losing their faith in Kazuma. Mm-hmm. So she was saying, when something unravels, it's always best to just cut it before it, spreads out and unravels everything else. So that along with what's going on, it kind of like affected him. And also it was Nora, so it's just like, looking that kind of flashing back to how they were before and how they worked things.
Like even for instance, like killing the. Was it killing the other, like what he considered second-rate regalias?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate him so much. That's just my line for him now, because like what you were saying when he brought the giant phantom,
because he couldn't physically do it himself. He's probably nowhere near strong enough to kill all those people all like with as much ease as that thing could. So he just basically controlled it enough. Like go kill it.
Gives it like a boost too. So it's like he can. It's not like a normal. These masked phantoms are not like normal phantoms. They can go through your border easily.
He's not the ordinary Saiyan anymore.
Oh jeez. And so he freaking like tore through that border and he ate so many freaking.
And I think he also mentioned how like since they're like what was it? Like they're not.
They're second rate. As you said earlier.
Like I feel bad calling them that.
No, I know. I'm saying that's what he had basically meant.
But I was gonna say. I'm not sure if imperfect works better, like because I think it's supposed to be corrupted vessels or something like that.
No, they're
broken,
incomplete or something like that. I know what you mean. Like the new girl that she was a broken mirror essentially because of when she tore the phantom out of her because they were feeding on her and contaminating her and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you mean.
So since he said since they were like that, their borders probably weren't even that strong in the first place.
Yeah, and he was saying you should be honored. You'll finally have a use.
And I'm like, you do, I guess.
You're a little douche, aren't you?
And I'm like, and it seems like his whole reason for doing this is he feels that she's gotten weak.
Yeah,
and she's letting in all these second-rate
silly caring is
patting herself on the back, acting like a parent. I'm like. She cares. She genuinely cares for these people.
That makes her weak. Whatever.
And anyway. He's like, but I mean, like thinking back along the lines of like, as he said, like this is a war god. Like, when you consider someone a war god,
it's not always gonna be just straight.
I mean, like, because
seeking out war
isn't technically someone like trying to think, like Freya, a type of war god, like in like Norse mythology.
I don't remember much
about I think Norse. She's a goddess of fertility, but she's also like
some type of goddess. Is also a war goddess. So that's that one I can tell you more about. I mean, Athena's a war goddess.
She's a war goddess, but
she doesn't just like seek out war and try to.
Her whole thing is like strategy and intelligence, while Ares is just war
straight
itself.
Up war. He just likes the chaos. So
But
I'm just saying in terms of what Bishamon is and what Kugaha thinks a war god should be. That it's more like the Ares versus Athena kind of a thing. And with the Iori, she was. I forgot during the recap, but the longer she's away from body in this area, she's gonna basically getting closer to death.
The far realm is basically the realm of. It seems just the spirit world of the dead, basically.
Her cord's disappearing. Essentially, it's more translucent than it was before.
Her cord or whatever he called it. Yeah.
But so obviously she decided, she's decided to that it's be best to go to Yato. I'm the one that can stop him. Which
makes sense because he has that.
But she didn't she let them know, but unfortunately Bishamon kind of made it difficult for him to stop, and it was more Kazuma that stopped him in a way. It was both of them. But.
Yeah, like at least he didn't instead of doing it out of like a kind of not mindless way, like the way he seemed to be doing it beforehand.
Yeah.
Like even when he was getting ready to kill her, after he's like, we have to end her, like she's kind of gone at this point. He still had the color in his eyes. He was still the Yato we knew when he was doing it. But right when he was about to kill her, it was all that dull lifeless that he usually has. Mm-hmm. But when he was telling you,
Kazuma knocked him out of the way knocked him out of it and pushed him out of the way.
Oh no! What I was saying when he was talking to Yukine, his eyes were still like that basically.
Right. Yeah.
Because he wasn't doing it out of like just ruthlessness, but just out of in a way a type of caring. Because like this he's like the way she is now, like he's like killing her now. It's not bad. She will be she'll be reborn.
But the thing is with that, I don't think he should have. I mean, I understand why he went through that, but it's like Kazuma explained, this is why this is a bad idea. Didn't he tell Yato what his plan was? I know he told it to Kuraha. But did he mention? I don't remember. Did Kazuma mention that to Yato?
I think they mentioned that he took it, that it wasn't.
Yeah, I know that. But did they ever mention about Kuraha's plan?
I think they mentioned that it was like not necessarily like they mentioned that it was Kugaha that took Hiyori and stuff. But
right? No, yeah, I got that.
No, I was saying I don't think they mentioned that. That's why he wanted. I don't know. I also like how Yato and Yukine, like when she was talking about them, like when Kazuma, he was saying like we have to smile like for her always, yeah, but bottling it all up isn't gonna help it either.
Right. It was they're both right in different ways. Like what he was saying also is like we can't have
distrust or whatever.
Distrust amongst us, or that'll make it worse, which is true because that's kind of what caused the first plan.
There was a bit of blight, but it probably would have been fixed if they were just
a little more what's the word, open or more open to helping each other out and then more than accusing.
They were just distrusted. It's your fault.
So then Hiyori's also right. You can't keep all your emotions in it because that's going to make it worse because it's going to pile and then when it finally lets loose, it's going to be much worse.
Even though Yato and Yukine fight a lot, they're not they're not.
They have a more familial bond.
They didn't bottle anything because she said
because they did that before, and we saw where that kind of led.
Yeah, she said, Yato has no problem letting know when he has any issues.
Right.
Even though we see him when he does it, it's kind of funny, like haha. But he's letting whatever discomfort he has out, and just like, hey, this kind of sucks. I don't feel great.
Like you need to knock it off.
And then Yukine does the same thing. Like he's like, while he may snipe back, he's also not keeping anything else bottled up.
Right.
They're kind of constantly, as you said, they have that great bond. And then at the end, when Bishamon just kind of cried, it reminded me again of the whole when Yukine had his ablution.
Yeah.
When I feel like it was even more than that.
It was different. It was more like her realizing what she had done, what she had brought upon her regalia, her family.
And she was I think it seemed she was not exactly letting go.
Yeah.
Because I'll probably have to see.
It's like the whole 5 steps of grief thing.
Yeah, I liked how she was letting all of that awful anger and hatred and everything, just kind of letting it out, just venting, like, I am so sorry. Yeah, and she's just so sad. Like, she didn't want to lose her family again. I was like,
she already felt like at that point that so many were dead.
Yeah, it was happening again.
And that's when Yato was like, that's the work of this Master Man dude, and then we're going to end here because we hate you. Well, guys, that's it for this week's episode for Noragami. I forgot the name. Noragami Aragoto. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, make sure you hit the button right next to me, us. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Or if you want to see next week's episode early, go ahead and check out our Patreon button right there. Or you can just check the link in the description down below. Also, if you want to be notified when our stuff comes out, make sure you hit the bell icon. But yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next week.
Bye.